If you're a CSGO fan, you will know that there are two events every year that is arguably the most hype and the most exciting in the grand scheme of things, known as the CSGO Majors. Similar to the League of Legends Worlds or Dota TI tournaments, this is what players wanted to win as it cements them in the history books. With the global pandemic hitting us in the 2020s, unfortunately, the CSGO Majors were pushed back quite a bit. And this left a lot of players and a lot of people disappointed, as there was quite a lot of hype around the fact that there could be a Brazilian Major coming up. Whether this was announced yet back then, I do not know. However, a lot of people were quite disappointed that we will not be getting the ever so exciting Brazilian Major. However, with things slowly getting back to normality, it was finally announced the CSGO Rio Major is happening, and hype was at an all-time high, not just for Brazilian fans, but for every fan, as we knew that CSGO in Brazil was very, very, very big. Tickets sold out literally within the first few days, and many were left disappointed as they weren't going to be able to attend the big major that they've always dreamed of. We as CSGO fans grew ever so hyped and ever so excited, as this could arguably be the best major ever. Now, before I'd like to continue, I would like to mention that I really enjoyed the major. Am I disappointed in a lot of things that happened at the major? Yes. However, I still enjoyed the major from a viewing standpoint. The fact that other teams won or other teams made it through instead of just the normal novice phases, vitalities, it was nice to see there was other teams making it through, teams who have worked their asses off to get there. And the fact that the major could be anyone's game at this point really excited me for what could be a great major. Now, where does the disappointment sit in? Well, let's talk about the crowd. This was the first major where the group stages were also being played in front of a crowd. And as hype as that was, Brazilian fans quickly showed us that they are a force to be reckoned with, as they were absolutely crazy and absolutely crazily overhyping and hyping up the teams when they were playing, but only when it was a Brazilian team playing. Now, don't get me wrong. If someone from my country were to play at a major or any event, obviously I'm going to be 10 times more excited for my team or people from my country, and I'm going to be more hyped and will be cheering for them, regardless of who they will be playing or not. Unfortunately, not all CSGO fans think this way, and quickly threads started popping up left and right about how bad this crowd is for this major, and how the crowds are biased. Which kind of makes sense. Obviously, they're going to be biased. This is literally their country's players playing, and they want them to succeed, so why not cheer for them? Now, here's my point. I don't blame the crowd. I don't think the crowd was the issue. I think the overhyping of the crowd beforehand was the issue. The issue wasn't really an issue even. It was more just a clear observation. It was a full-on Brazilian crowd. A Brazilian crowd that was cheering for their Brazilian teams. I don't see how that's a bad thing and how that could be an issue or how people didn't understand that. I think we as CSGO players, CSGO fans, and CSGO viewers were maybe a little bit more used to the fact that whenever there is a major in EU or NA or wherever in the world, there's a much more widespread fan base. Teams in Europe could be cheering for a team from NA, where a team in NA could be cheering for a team from EU. And I have no doubt that there were a lot of people in Brazil that was also cheering for the other teams. However, when a Brazilian team played, there was a clear bias towards them. And I do not think that that is actually that big of an issue. When your country's teams play, you will be more excited and you will be cheering. And I do not think that that was the issue with the major. There was no issue with the major, it was just a clear bias from the Brazilian home crowd. Now, as much as it sucked seeing a dead crowd at the final of a major, I don't think they're to blame. So I'll push the question onto you. What did you think about the major? What flaws did you find and what things did you enjoy about the major? Let me know down below in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. What did you think? And while you're down there, why not leave a sub? Leave a like, add a comment, tell me something you enjoyed about the major or maybe something you hate about the major. Also, don't forget to check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/HenricoM. Links are in the description. Have a good day. Bye-bye.